Hello, YouTube land. Behind me on the rack, we got a 1968 Karmann Ghia. It's in here for a full restoration. There's going to be multiple videos on this car. We're not overhauling over here. We ain't turning her in 7 days, I'll tell you that much. This video, right now, we're just going to be doing simple things of stripping her down. Tail lights, interior, headlights, you know, so on and so forth. Stuff you need to actually access the body and do it correctly as far as bodywork, paintwork, preps, blah, 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 blah. We're also yanking out the engine, the power plant. We're doing this because one of two things. One, we need to access there to replace metal anyway. Two, we're putting in a brand new 0 mileage long block that we have laying around. Problem with the long block though, not really a problem, but it is 1600 single port. This car is a dual port. You want just a little bit more power out of it, so we're going to rob the heads off of this thing. Most likely slap on some dual carbs, 34 picks, and get a whole probably 55 horsepower thing, you know, so she should be a ripper. Kidding, of course, but it'd be faster than what it is currently. With that said, we'll get into this video. I am tilting like crazy. With that said, we'll get into this video of just, you know, tearing this car apart. It's not going to be that exciting. Hardly is. Always interesting to find what you find whenever you start tearing these things apart, though. Throughout the years, you know, keeping these cars, previous owners or family members, whatever, trying to keep these cars on the road. This one, I can tell you, is more Bondo than metal at this point. Hence the reason it's here. But, all right, let's start tearing this thing down. Well, I don't know where we are in this video currently, but we're getting ready to pull the engine out of this thing, or by we, you're watching and I'm going to be pulling. Kind of feels like a union job. But anywho, we'll get this thing in the air and start unbolting some things, or not in the air. We're going to start doing things to get this engine out in what order I decide to do it in currently. But it's coming out relatively shortly. I should make you guys suffer and put this all unedited, how to remove your engine in 15 minutes, and let you guys figure out why that hour and a half timestamp is on there. Where is that? That ain't going on again. Belt. Electricals. You know, I had a pliers and I don't know where the hell they are. You know, if I was smart, I'd probably label all this. But I am not a smart man. For all the fun, why is that in that? Ah, man. What the hell does that go to? You can stay. Fuel line. Under the car, clog it. Air tubes. Throw those away, or wrong tote. Yeah, this is what I mean when a lot of people, you know, worked on the car, touched the car, stuff like that. I don't know how well you can see in here. Probably not. It's probably terrible. But it's just a mess of wiring. So I unplugged like 4 or 5 things. Do I want to take that off? Yeah, I want to take that off. Yeah. Alrighty. Moving on up. that said, it does have disc brakes, but these lines are crap. All right, delightful car. If I was an extension cord in my own shop, where the hell would I be? I don't know. Under E for extension or electric. Put that there, you know, because that's where I'm putting it. And a light. Well, poop. What? We did use one, right? There it is. It's probably not the one. Nope, that's not it. All right, so we got a light and no bulb. Great. Light bulb. Hello. All right, what do we got here? Ooh, soupy mess. This is good. Transmission's red. Interesting. All right, that there. Make sure I'm not looking for anything weird. All right. Something just doesn't seem the gooderest. Which, I mean, it's fine, I guess. You know, because you go up and then you go down and then up, down, up, down, up, down. It's a process. Just wanted to, you know, test, make sure the lift was working. It is. It's good. It's a good thing. So, what you guys been up to? Hopefully you guys, you know, come back here. We could be friends. Maybe swap stories. All right. The reason I lowered this is because I'm a big dumb. And we're going to say omitted the idea that I have to remove a bolt from back here. One reason I like Ghias a little bit more. What is that? Also, where's the transmission? Oh, you are going to be stubborn. Nope, not gone forever. There it is. Yeah. Ghias, I like you. Remove the engine cover. Boom, right in the old face. Right. Up again. Now I need this and this and an airline. Which was under me. You know, just making sure I know where everything is. Put this thing in R for backwards. And let's sneak her on up in here. Yep, she works. Hello. That nut, on the other hand, is probably gone forever. We'll get another one. This is like NASCAR here. You probably can't see what the hell I'm doing, but I mean, you know, idiot angles. I do know that I screwed up in my other video. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be just time lapse. Probably. Oh, stop moving. Me doing things. because I did greatest tool ever, pass-through socket, Volkswagens. If you guys ever pulled an engine, I know, segue. If you ever pulled an engine, it's, holy hell, what? That's not the right size. Am I an idiot? No. I mean, it's not the correct size. What is the correct size? Okay. But at any rate, pass-through sockets. I know if you're a Volkswagen person, you fought tooth and nail with trying to get, trying to get this bolt out, or these bolts. Both of them. There's two under here. Especially if they got oil, grease, galling. These things, you can't get a really ratchet in there. You can't get, you get a wrench in there or whatever, but you're doing the it's not a thing. I like mild speed. These guys hook on a little slip in, hook right up in there. They're small enough, and they will come out. We get the pleasure of using at least a ratchet. Because they're a pass-through, you can put your finger on the end of it and hold it. What are you doing? Just off. Holy crap. I think those are standard. We're going to end up getting new hardware anyway, but it is a thing. Alright, so the engine's free, fuel line. Because this is gonna suck. And cue me getting gas down the armpit. Oh, it's a coming. It's a coming. I can feel it. She's a tingly. Off to the eyeball. I enjoy all of the lovely fluids that you get working on cars. Fixed it. If it's flammable, just make it more flammable. Brake clean, ridiculous. Would have been mad. All right. I'm back. Had to find some blocks. Hurrah. Pull. Thank you. All right, now. We can jiggle wiggle. On the engine. On the engine. On the engine. What you sticking on, buddy? Slight issue. Boop. Put that in. Just trying to cheat it. Ain't gonna happen. Not gonna work. Which sucks. Also, I can't guess a bolt size apparently. Why are there so many different bolts on this thing? It's not even going to be a 13. It's going to be like a 12. Let's go with 11. Let's go with 11 with the right side. Yeah, it's 11. Okay. Holy crap, yeah. Let's do what I said I was going to do and use a 13 instead of a 12. I was preemptively going for the wrong size. Ah, you're going to be a nightmare. People, use the right stuff. Alright, that one's loose. I mean, seriously, this... I spend enough time I guess one of my biggest pet peeves with doing stuff like this is when you run into aftermarket or home mechanic stuff like that. I mean, granted, there are some good ones, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to poop on everybody, but a majority of the people that work on their stuff will put or get it down the road mechanics. Oh jeez, this is gonna be bad. I got a 1/2-inch line wrench. That'd be ideal. Will you wibble wobble in here? Of course not. Fun! Alright, that's out, that's out. Just gonna just get them from here. Make my life a little easier. Thank you. Oh, and of course you got the paint clamps on. And these are coming off too! Safely raise the car back up for the 357th time. Because you want it all the way up. Whee! Where you going, camera? Well, I knew a guy who got this engine out fast. My buddy Harold and I put this car together. This is dumb. You guys ever take out a bolt, an eighth of a turn at a time, and just contemplate life? Like, what if I went to college? Could I have been a doctor? Probably not. Lawyer? Nah, don't like to read. Student debt? Yeah, probably. No, let's just keep doing this. This is fun. I mean, I could think of like at least one more thing that's better than this. The bolt extraction, I mean, not actually working on the car. That would be a nap. Possibly two things. Nap and ribs. That I would like. I want ribs now. Also, by the way, you probably can't see this. Well, I know you can't see this. I don't know why I said probably because I'm a doofus. But the entire stud's coming out of this block, so I can't even fingery it off, which is, you know, good. I like it, especially when they use the longest bolt they can find or stud they can find to shove into a block.
Oh, we had that problem back in '96, and we just put some needle nose vice grips on the stud and turned it.
Yeah, they end up either gacking a stud or you end up running the damn thing out to the point where it's almost down anyway, so you're doing the job twice. You know, I like my job and all, but not enough to keep doing it twice. It's terrible. Oh, boy. I need a beer. You know, my luck right now, because the engine's just in here, is the whole damn thing's just going to fall out. Honest, if I was replacing this rear pan, oh, that would just sawzall it. Replacing the exhaust, I could have did that too, I guess, but, you know. I'm not. Decide not going to cooperate. I mean, we're just going to assume for high hopes. Well, bye, Jesus. It may come out. Oh, don't stick, you stuck. Let's get more of a rotation on this side. So, I mean, that's nice. You know, one of the most fun things I like to do is going back through footage over, I don't know how long this has been recording for, this clip, but going over, you know, whatever, hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, either dead space or just watching me ramble. Because now I'm invested into hating this guy Harold, who, I'm sorry if, crap, I'm sorry if the owner of this car knows a Harold, or a Harold has worked on this car. If Harold has worked on this car, I despise you. But with that said, I don't know who the hell that is. I already have a disdain for this guy. But you know, I think's healthy. You gonna cooperate now? That's good. That's healthy. That's nice. All right, exhaust.
Oh, you should have pulled the exhaust to begin with.
Well, yeah. Hindsight being 75-25, I should have. But guess what? I didn't. Getting old gets, you know, sucky after a while. Jiggle wiggle. Come on. These. Just get around the engine cover. Get around. How are we looking? The tilting means it's working. The rubber was catching on that engine. Now what? What? You ever have one of those days where you're compelled to test the tensile strength of absolutely every component on this car or on a car? Well, hello. Jeez. I check this, you're dumb. And just that easy. Engine comes up. One engine out. Jeez. Like I said, this unit's gonna get replaced with new. Man, that's a brand new clutch in this thing. 88s. Something. What the problem was Harold decided to safety wire these open. Didn't see it because they're not connected under here. They're actually not connected to the cable. They're just there onto the parking brake cable. Good place for them. But yeah, that's what I was fighting. But all right, engine out. Hoorah, hooray. Engine out. Hoorah, hooray. What we're gonna do now is get this thing off the rack. I know you've probably been hooking your eyeballs on the, there's a 64 in here as well. We gotta get that thing on the rack tomorrow. Fix a drivability issue with it. But this one's ready to roll up forward into the body shop. We'll strip the interior, all that stuff up in there, and then start doing some fun stuff like metal work and sanding. And sanding. And more sanding. But only thing left of this thing before we start, actually, the car's pretty much stripped. Doors have to come off. We'll do that up in the shop. Windshield we're going to leave on for now, just protect on it to a certain extent. Antenna, that comes off. I'm just kind of guessing right now. That's just, you know, it's where I'm at. Where's my hand stuff? Basically, the interior got to come off. A couple odds and ends on the outside. We're not even going to pull the doors, and then we'll take the handles and all that other good stuff off. But next time you see this, be in the body shop portion, and interior's coming out, all that good stuff. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for interior removal and more fun with the cursing, or contemplating. What is that? Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Next episode, we'll be taking out the interior and getting her ready for body work, paint work, so on and so forth. Well, not so much body work, paint work. More or less stripping it down to do a lot of metal work. So, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, do whatever. Appreciate you hanging out with us.